Hello, it's your friend Double Bite. It's 2:30 a.m. and I'm real tired, but I wanted to let y'all know I wasn't dead and I've been doing stuff. So, this is basically just a test of a platformer I'm going to be making. The engine is entirely Zack Bell's platformer engine by Zack Bell Games. 99.99999% of this is his work. I have literally just reskinned it and done one effect. This is not even worth showing you, but I learned about what he's doing and it's pretty cool, so we're going to go through it real quick. So right now I'm using Pokemon sprites and a water effect and shit, but the basics is, look, we have an Aggron here. He runs and he makes little particles. Then he jumps, he looks kind of squishy. And then when he's underwater, he can swim. There you go. And then you can run up slopes, which is really cool. That's why I'm using this Zack Bell's engine. And if you saw that weird little graphical thing, that's the original sprite. There's some weird sprite stuff going on. So anyway, I'm just gonna walk through real quick what's going on, just so that y'all know I'm not dead. Yeah, so we have some sprites. So look at this. So we have player idle and running animation, jump down, middle and up. We have slide and roll. We have an attack and shield. These aren't roll, slide, jab, attack. None of these are implemented for my Aggron. My Aggron only has these ones. Then we have terrain. These are essentially just the masks. Tiling backgrounds that we're not really using. They were in the original demo, which I recommend checking out. These ones are all scripts that the Zack Bell included, such as approach, just lets you go towards a value. On ground, which is just kind of collision checking with solid objects. The par jump through is a platform that's jump throwable. Par solid is a solid object. The only one I've added is underwater, which just checks to see if you are below the underwater object. And the underwater object, all the underwater object does is draw itself with a certain transparency. And if the player is underwater, it makes itself more transparent. Player's not underwater, it makes itself more opaque. That's it. So ignore O-game, and so most of these are just defaults added by the engine. O-game lets you skip levels and restart and stuff. But the interesting ones are, well, not really O-block, but parent, are solid, does nothing really. Or jump through, again, these are just kind of representing things. Per entity, it becomes the player. So set some basic traits for all objects that essentially are entities, have gravity and stuff. And every step it checks to see if they're on the ground or in the water. And these are for wall jumping. And these are to handle pixel movements. An entity step here handles jumping and landing and making sure you move to contact correctly, which is very tricky stuff. I believe that's also what's handling the slope movement. I don't 100% understand the slope movement yet. But anyway, we have our player. These just set some basics of gravity and acceleration in different states. I'm going to be fucking with these as I make more Pokemon. Some Pokemon might have, less friction or less acceleration or more acceleration or whatever. These scalings are to just change how they're facing and whatnot. That's why we don't have sprites for each facing direction. We just have like the rightward facing sprite for idle and run and etc. These alarms are just for wall jumping and attacking and rolling and stuff. Our main ones that we care about are movement. So the way that this engine is doing things is, instead of doing movement on a button hit, it's doing movement on whether a key is held down every step. This is just checking for what keys are being held, and then setting the correct acceleration and friction and whatnot based on what you're doing, and then handle whether you're jumping or not, whether you're in the air or not, and then whether you're running, whether you're rolling, whether you're wall jumping. There's a couple like magic numbers in there. I believe this X scale, Y scale stuff is just to make the things look a little bit better while you're to have kind of a squishing effect while you're jumping and wall jumping. So we can see that again. But yes, that's what that X scale, Y scale is. And then this is making sure that once you squish, you go unsquish. So like if you squish down, you naturally squish back up over time. And this is just handling attacking. This is making particles if you're running on the ground. Not sure what this is. I think this is another handling jumping thing. Again, I'm not 100% sure how the diagonals are being held. I'll have to reread that. This guy also has a great tutorial on platform making, which I'll also link to. And then the drawing is entirely based on, as you can see, if it says S player idle shield, that's stuff I haven't added yet. S aggron means this is what I've changed. Let's just basically run through. So the idea of this is it's just gonna be I want to be like a 2D platforming Pokemon game for Eevee's Game Jam. Eevee is very cool if you don't follow them on Twitter. But yeah, this we got them running. Get that nice squish effect when they jump. And again, that squish effect is not me doing anything fancy with the sprites. It's entirely Zack Bell. Again, I'm gonna link to the tutorial and the engine I'm using. Highly recommend checking it out. But yeah, just wanted to update y'all on something I've been working on. Been really busy, and unmotivated and crazy. But I'm doing alright. I'm hanging in there, and now I'm gonna go pass out. So until next time, double bite out.